Where the man suspected of being behind a series of bombings in New York and New Jersey has been taken into custody after a shootout with police. He is 28-year-old Ahmed Khan Rahami, a U.S. citizen of Afghan origin living in New Jersey. Investigators say they are not looking for anyone else, as there is no indication he was part of a broader cell. This suggests Rahami may have been radicalized during visits to Afghanistan. RT's Trinity Chavez gauged reaction in the area where the suspect lives.
The community is completely outraged here. Everyone has been gathering outside of a family's restaurant all day today, where the FBI has been continuously questioning the family. Just right behind me is the family's chicken restaurant, and they order food from there. They talk to the family. They're nice but quiet people, everyone seems to be saying. And, you know, let's take a listen. I spoke to some of the community members that have been standing out here all day today, and here's what they had to say.
He got up this morning. He's seen them sleeping right in front of his bar. And when he went in, he called the police, and that's when everything went hectic. Yeah. He recognized that it was the dude that they were looking for. So he reported, and when he came in, he started shooting out with the police, ran down this way.
This morning when we got up and we heard the news that something was going on in Elizabeth, we realized that that's very close. Again, you never think it's going to happen in your own town, but in this day and time, you have to be very much aware of the fact that it can happen. None of our towns are immune from it.
I thought it was a fake when they had the picture of the Broad Street, but then when I started hearing the news, I would actually check the news. And at first I was surprised, because then I saw a picture of him. I was like, oh wow, I know him. And I didn't expect nothing, because they were actually the nicest people I would meet. And then I was, to be honest, speechless when I found out.
And that's exactly what everyone is saying, that they are completely speechless as to what has gone on here today. I spoke to the city mayor earlier today, and they said that they are taking every precaution to ensure the safety of the community.
Well, Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton was asked to weigh in on the possible motives behind the bombings. It came from a question by a Bloomberg reporter who even went as far as suggesting it could have been part of a Russian plot.
Are you concerned that this weekend's attacks or potential incidents in the coming weeks might be an attempt by ISIS or ISIS sympathizers, or really any other group, maybe the Russians, to influence the presidential race in some way, and presumably try to drive votes to Donald Trump, who is, as you've said before, widely seen as perhaps being somebody who they would be more willing to, or see as an easier person to be against?
Well, Jennifer, I don't want to speculate, but here's what we know. And I think it's important for voters to hear this and weigh it in making their choice in November. We know that a lot of the rhetoric we've heard from Donald Trump has been seized on by terrorists, in particular ISIS.
Well, of late, Russia has been frequently pegged alongside ISIL by the U.S. media and even by top officials there.
What Russia is doing is directly enabling ISIL.
5 strategic challenges: Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and terrorism.
Boom Bust is next on the obstacles facing the UK as it plans to leave the European Union.